Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm here with my friend Joe.
Hey.
Morbid Coffee.
Yeah, I'm the Kid Chameleon.
No, you're not. You're Kid Coffee Melian. It's
Oh
different.
no.
Hi, this is Genesis or Genesisn't, where I play Genesis games and then say if I liked it or not. It's pretty high concept, but if
Yeah.
you stick around, you probably grok it eventually.
Did you know this game
This
has
week,
100 plus levels and 1,850 plus screens, I think, is what
this
that
week I'm
says.
playing Kid Chameleon, which has a lot of levels. I guess it's on the box art, so
Yeah.
I assume it's true. 1,850 plus secrets. Does that mean there's 1,851?
No, 1,850 plus screens, not
Oh,
secrets.
screens. That's
Yeah.
a really bizarre thing to advertise.
Back in the day,
This
that
is the
was
story
like,
of someone too tough to beat, someone known as dot dot dot.
The secret is how many screens there really are.
How many screens are there?
Yeah, that's the secret.
so what I'm just really glad this isn't the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Alright. Let's play Kid Chameleon.
I'll stop now. So as we briefly touched on
Wow,
before we
this is a hell of
started
an
this
options
stream,
screen.
right? This game there's some pretty wildly varying opinions about this game.
Yeah, it's like everything from it is a stone cold must play classic to it's pretty like kind of like below average ish. I don't know if anybody hates Kid Chameleon or not, but
I think there's a couple people who hate Chameleon. I think it's pretty in the
I mean,
middle.
Kid Chameleon
honestly.
himself, he's like super racist. He's an alt right guy on Twitter these days. That's
No,
what he's
no.
up to. Yep.
I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true about Kid Chameleon. I hope he didn't go out right.
Well, Joe, girls won't have sex with him, so he has no
Would you-
self-worth. So
He's
Would
an
you punch
incel.
Kid Chameleon?
Um, he looks like he's got a pretty punchable face, if I'm being honest. So,
anyway,
um,
so what's up with Kid Chameleon?
He's from the 90s.
yeah, he is
Really?
very much from the 90s.
I never would have guessed that by the
Yeah.
box art or the VR screen. Also, I turned into a knight. I don't really know much about Kid Chameleon. What am I looking at here? What's the
So it's a hop and bop kind of platformery thing. This is one of the earlier games developed in the US by the Sega Technical Institute.
That sounds like someplace you would go to learn to make video games.
Well, actually, the Sega Technical Institute was, Mark Cerny worked there at one point. Stieg Hedlund worked there at one point. So there was some talent that passed through there for sure. I'm not sure that they worked on Kid Chameleon because the same year Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released, which was also developed by and large at the Sega Technical Institute. But they also released. I mean, they didn't release a ton of games. They had
STI is not a great abbreviation, by the
No,
way.
it's not. It really isn't. They made a total of 6 Genesis games. Dick Tracy, which is pretty good, way better than the NES version. Kid Chameleon, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic Spinball, which is not good. Comic Zone, which is okay.
Okay,
but
one
it's
level
way too
down,
hard.
only 99 plus levels to go.
That's right. And The Ooze was their final Genesis game, and they did a
Can't wait to
couple of
play the
Saturn.
ooze. I don't know what that is.
The Ooze is pretty fun, actually.
Are there 101 Blue Lake Woods levels? They get
I-
to see what
boy,
the
I
Roman
hope-
numeral
for your sake, I hope
101
not.
is. Okay.
I like that it's got this sort of living forest and Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, the evil trees.
I think part of the backlash against this, part of the modern backlash to this game was that Sega just keeps re-releasing it. Like, it's one of those games that it's not super great, and there are other Genesis games that have not gotten so many freaking re-releases, and
just
this
stuff
one
that
just
people would
is on
rather see.
it's on every Genesis compilation ever. Hambone179 says his wife had a crush on Kid Chameleon when she was young.
I can see it.
So
He's one fucking radical dude.
I still have a leather jacket that looks a lot like that, so I mean, I feel like this was just an attempt to one up Mario 3 in terms of like, look at all these suits. Mario 3 had like 4 suits. Fucking Kid Chameleon has fucking a bunch
far,
shitload of suits.
I'm not.
50 plus. We don't even know the number.
Yeah, how many suits are in this game?
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not
Which
on
one
the
is
cover.
Trump?
Oh God.
Get it? No, that's not a. That's a.
No, I get
Euchre
it. Yep,
joke.
I get it.
Not
That's
a
yeah,
goddamn
yeah,
shit
yeah.
president of the United States joke.
Yeah, no, I got it just a second too late.
Kid Chameleon
I
doesn't.
mean, on the cover there's 7.
I'm not
8.
talking about who Kid Chameleon voted for. All right.
There are 7, 8.
Just
Sorry,
because
there are 8.
Kid
different
Chameleon was
outfits
in
on
one
the
of those
covers.
crowds chant "Lock her up" doesn't mean that.
Doesn't mean anything necessarily.
Oh shit! I guess I took too many hits and reverted back to my.
One of the screens has the P-tape in it.
Oh no. So Anthony picked this game.
Yep.
He's
mine
not
didn't
here.
show up.
But he picked it. So I was also saying before we started a little bit that I don't usually go in for collector's editions of games, but since we're talking about classic
There's
games,
this new version of Kid Chameleon coming out. And
there
it
is
comes
actually.
It comes with an officially branded Kid Chameleon leather jacket, and so Joe has to have it.
I have to
I'll
have
give
it.
them ideas.
It's got that logo stenciled on the logo from the box art stenciled on the back. So
It kind of looks like he has a
had to
Kid
get it.
Chameleon patch on his jacket, which is a little tacky, I think.
Right. Actually, I have a friend who does custom leather jackets back in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
He did a really dope Bullet Club leather vest for someone. So
I guess it's just a pocket.
he could probably stencil that Kid Chameleon.
He could take
on there.
care
So
of that for you if you wanted him to.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say if you go to etsy.com/shop/thrashnetic, THRASHNETIC, that's my friend Josh's custom leather store on Etsy. Custom denim and custom leather, custom boots, custom Chuck Taylors. He'll set you up. So if you want a Kid Chameleon leather jacket, he's your guy. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be your guy. He will do it. No, but there actually is a new Sega Collection coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and they also announced that they're going to sell individually a bunch of games on the Switch, because I guess they've realized that even though there's not officially, it seems, going to be a virtual console, there are a lot of old vintage games, and people complain.
They can
People are like,
still
why are all
recycle,
these?
make people buy these games for $5 again or whatever.
Yeah, but people are like, why are all these Arcade Archives games in the Switch shop? And it's like, dude, they're affordable and they're not really like readily available, and Hamster does a really good job with the emulation/translation stuff for those. So I'm glad they're all there, even though people complain that they take up too much space on the eShop, whatever that even means. But so there's going to be a bunch of Sega games.
Pretty soon it's just going to be ports of mobile games, just like Steam. So I'd much rather have Hamster ports of Neo Geo games that are hard to find elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Still waiting on 3-Count Bout though. Don't know why we haven't gotten 3-Count Bout, aka Fire Suplex. As I think that helmet you have can charge. Like, can you charge through those blocks you're bouncing on?
Maybe.
Break
You mean
them
if I run? Well, the skeleton one did, but this one I don't.
Skeleton one did.
I like break through blocks with this one if I land on them. So I thought maybe I could break these blocks here. Oh, here we go. This one I can. Oh.
So.
Okay, I did break those blocks, but now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I can climb walls.
There you go. So there's a collection. Speaking of Neo Geo games,
if I rapidly tap C, I can.
What is it with the last couple games we've played? You have to rapidly tap C to climb things. That's terrible.
That's the climb button.
Yeah, but
C for climb.
Pressing and holding the climb button would be fine.
No, you gotta rap. It's not fun if you don't rap. If you're not rap tapping. Rap tap.
Rapid Tap's the game for next week.
Yeah, rap tap.
So speaking of Neo Geo stuff as well, I was just saying before we started that there's finally something that's got me on that collector's edition.
Get that collector boner.
First time in a long time, yeah, and it's the new SNK 40th anniversary collection, which is not Neo Geo games. It's arcade and NES games, it seems, almost exclusively. The emulation's being done by M2 though, which means that they're all going to be like very accurate conversions, which is fantastic. And it comes with an art book. That's the big. It comes with a soundtrack and an art book, and the art book has like it looks like it has all the arcade flyers, or maybe not all of them, but a lot of those arcade flyers and that kind of thing in there, which I really dig those old.
That's cool.
Those old arcade flyers, and I'm sure that the soundtracks. SNK did some pretty decent music in their arcade games back in the day, so I'm sure that the soundtrack is good too. But I'm mostly in it for the hardcover art book. Also, the game is like I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's budget priced, but the regular edition is cheaper than a full price game, and the collector's edition is like $5 more than a normal full price game. So
okay,
it's worth it to me for the cool art book with the old arcade flyers and stuff in it. Even though you can look at that stuff on arcadeflyers.com, but it's like, I don't know, having the tangible object is kind of cool. And I also think that when people go to those links to kind of preserve the history of those classic games, that there's value in that.
I want to support that.
Yeah, I want to support that.
I thought I'm at the end. Oh, I guess I jumped over the flag? Just standing there like
that's another reason why Kid Chameleon's better than Mario. Mario can't jump over the flag, but Kid Chameleon can.
High water pass 2. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm gonna make it through all 100 plus levels tonight.
No?
No.
Well, let me see if there's any cheats.
Yeah, find some level skip cheats so I can at
see
least
what
check
level
out.
100 plus looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I think in terms of like old Genesis games that haven't aged especially well, this one is better than like Altered Beast.
I mean, dude, that's not saying a whole lot. I kind of
there's
like these. I kind of dig these blocks where if you hit them once, they like spawn 3 more blocks above them.
There's an infinite lives glitch.
You have to
Lose all
jump
your
on a Koopa
lives.
Troopa.
No, this one, lose all your lives, and on your last life, die and immediately press and hold start. If you did it correctly, the screen resume play and give up will appear. Choose give up, and the number of lives disappears.
Cool.
There's some point bonus things. Last boss warp. At the end of Blue Lake Woods, there is a series of blocks just above the flag. Jump to the last one, and then press down, right, jump, and special together, and you will be warped to the final stage. So there's not a level select, but there is a way to just jump to the end.
There's a warp zone.
Yeah. So if you want to try that, we can try that at some point. Yeah, but I actually, on my flight to Milwaukee last week, for the Midwest Gaming Classic, I played through most of Altered Beast on my DS. Because it's on the
How'd
Sega.
that work out for you?
It's bad. It's still bad. And in fact, I even tried to do it with the Sega 3D Classics version of Altered Beast has it because M2 always puts in like some kind of fun stuff in those. Like for Streets of Rage, there's a thing where you can just one punch kills everybody, so you can just run around knocking everybody out. But the one for Altered Beast is that it will randomize. It will randomize which beast you turn into on any given stage.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the second level boss is actually really hard if you can't just hover next to it as a dragon and like spam that lightning attack. It's actually pretty tough. Hambone179 says GameFAQs. That's a website I haven't gone to in forever. Man, I go to GameFAQs all the time. I play so many vintage games. I go to GameFAQs all the time to be like, what's the... sometimes it's like, what is the strategy to get past this like particularly frustrating part? But sometimes it's
Yeah, I think all the kids go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Did they do like a revamp of GameFAQs recently?
It still looks the same to me.
They did some like internal thing.
Oh, maybe. It still looks the same as it's looked for like the past 20 years, just about. It looks the same as it's looked since GameSpot bought it.
Yes.
It really has not changed appreciably in terms of its visuals. So, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's gonna happen? Oh,
don't know.
jeez.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, wow. That's an instant death, huh? Elsewhere. Oh, I don't have my cool Jason costume anymore.
I don't know.
I do
That's
like
not
that
beating the game.
the Kid Chameleon sprite has kind of a like 70s dude kind of a thing with his like half open shirt. If Kid Chameleon was old enough to have chest hair, he'd be showing it off.
Yeah, wait for the reboot.
Yeah, the gritty.
When they bring it
gritty
back in
reboot
HD.
where he's a dad.
Yep.
Kid Chameleon has a son.
His
Kid
son is
Chameleon
now Kid
Jr.?
Chameleon.
Yeah, his son is now Kid Chameleon. He's got a
Kids of
sister who-
Chameleon.
Yeah, a boy and a girl, twins.
Yep, it's like the new God of War.
Except there's two of them.
Yep.
Man, that new God of War game looks pretty fucking good, and I'm kind of wishing I had a PlayStation 4 to play it on.
Yeah,
That seems like something that'd be like right up my alley, from what I've heard about it.
yeah. I'm planning on getting it from GameFly to check it out. I mean, I soured so badly on that series that I was sort of treading lightly. Also, Cory Barlog's last game was Mad Max, which was not good. So
I never played that. I own it. I have it. I got it in a humble monthly bundle, I think. But
I did not. I mean, it may have been open world fatigue because I played it right. I played Batman Arkham Knight, then Metal Gear Solid 5, then Mad Max, like all in a row.
Under
So
Skull Mountain.
oh no, not Skull Mountain.
Yeah. There's a lot
So there
of
may
bullshit
have
traps
been.
in Skull Mountain.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It may have been, sandbox fatigue to a certain extent.
Because those are the skulls. Damn.
Well, hey, look who decided to show up. Someone picked a game and then didn't come and hang out while we were playing it. But I guess he's here now, so.
Don't be
how
mean.
was it?
Don't chase him away. Hi, Anthony.
Hi.
What's up? Tell me everything you know about Kid Chameleon.
I know that a friend of mine really liked it when I was like 7,
Uh-huh.
and I thought it was neat, but only played it a couple times and don't remember anything about it.
Cool.
So I have no idea if it's good or not.
You turn into Jason.
You turn into Jason.
Look, man, I don't want to spoil the end of this show, but it seems
But are
like
you
it's
still are you still
it's-
playing it?
It's right. I'm on the fence right now. Yeah, I'm still playing it.
Okay, let's see here.
Another 10-ish minutes here before I can issue any official judgments.
Any official 30 minutes is the
Skull Tank.
to have played something to
TVTwitch.com, right?
Yep.
yeah.
TV
Yep,
Twitch.
TVTwitch.com.
I wonder what that is. Let's find out.
DiscoBush.tv.
Probably pornography.
TVTwitch.com. This site can't be reached.
Oh.
Well, time for us to
Server
make
IP
it.
address could not be found.
Am I just
TV
trapped down here? I
Twitch.com.
can't get out? That's some
It's
bullshit.
important.
Disco
It's important that you know that
Bush.
DiscoBush.tv still does not go anywhere. We should buy that domain. I still.
We should.
It should point to our Twitch channel. Really.
Yeah, it should. That's exactly what it should do.
We should buy DiscoBush.tv.
Yep. And now I got to go back and ask you and watch the rest of this because I'm looking at that cover art and
Pretty good, right?
I'm sure you've already
Promising
discussed
you the
it.
lure
I
of
turned
over
into a guy that-
1,850 screens.
I turned into a tank that shoots skulls, so I think you've pretty much seen the best thing in the game so far.
Excellent. That kid looked like he got a lot of attitude. Do you have a skateboard in this?
I think doesn't one of the forums have a skateboard?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Probably.
I think so. Shit.
It seems like it would have to.
Dude, you could have shot that crystal again.
I could have.
Instead, you decided to turn into that rad kid.
Oh, I took an extra hit. So every time you take on a
Did
form,
anyone make the comment that this kid looks like Joe?
Yeah, Joe has one of these jackets, apparently.
I did mention
No,
It
that's-
says
I
Kid
have a
Chameleon
jacket,
on it.
but-
I know he does.
Joe is Kid Chameleon. No,
That's
actually,
What?
we've made up a whole
Whoa,
backstory for
Oh
Kid Work.
shit! Are you in the holodeck?
Yeah, it's
This is a Star Trek Next Generation knockoff
yeah,
or a
it's all
spin-off?
it all takes place in virtual reality. I'm actually Data.
Are-
Kid
I was
Chameleon
gonna
is
ask if
one
you were
of
Geordi. So
Data's
that
personas.
all right. So is the final boss Sherlock Holmes?
The emotion that I'm trying to learn is cool. How much batitude do you guys think Data can absorb into his emotion chip playing this game?
Man, I wish this was a podcast,
Or
Bill.
maybe ratitude.
So that because you just said like 3 great podcast titles.
And it could be stream titles.
No one does that.
It's true. No one streams.
No one does titles for their
Oh
streams.
shit. Well, fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck off. What is up with this fucking music in this level, too?
It's bad.
It just sounds like
Let's
some
hear it.
kind of chameleon farts.
That's Kid Chameleon.
One gassy kid chameleon.
Well, as we've discussed many times on this show, in the proper hands, the Genesis sound chip sounds amazing. In the wrong hands, it sounds like garbage.
It sounds like chameleon farts.
This
Yeah,
one, this one,
sounds-
this one does not sound so good.
Sounds extremely farty in the wrong hands.
A not good Doom 32X farty either.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were gonna make that jump.
Well, I'm fucking amazing at Kid Chameleon, so I think
Turns
there-
out.
there's a
Is this the
warp
last
over here.
level?
Yep, I'm almost. I played I played like 98 levels before you got here. So
Wow. Are there really that many levels in this game?
it says 100 plus. So
Well, many of them appear to be extremely short. So, like, the first couple were
Yeah.
super, super short.
I think that warp just took me backwards. So I'm not gonna do that again. What?
That's some-
Why?
that's some
Why did
Mario
they push me
2
away? What the
garbage.
fuck? Fuck you. There's some like gotcha bullshit in this game that I don't really like very much.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
the
it's,
that's
it's
the
almost
thing
like a
where you
European
get,
platformer.
that's the thing where you get a random like thing out of a vending machine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pay $5 Kid Chameleon.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! What is that thing?
Maybe he'll
You a
give you one of
rhinoceros?
the.
Robot?
Yeah, I can break blocks with this thing.
Couldn't you already break blocks?
No, like there's blocks that I
charge
can
straight ahead,
charge
dude.
into now. I'm like Rambi the rhinoceros from Donkey Kong.
Oh,
Country.
nice. Okay, good. Put it in terms I understand.
Original idea.
I mean, this game came out before Donkey Kong Country, so technically,
That's true.
This is the prototype.
we know where Rare ripped all their ideas off.
Yep. Like the Jason mask that Donkey Kong wears.
And his peanut gun. Oh, fuck off! God damn it! Ugh.
From the chameleon fart music.
I know. I'm stuck here
Rare,
forever.
rare staple.
Do you guys think do you guys think the Donkey Kong Country soundtrack is good?
Yeah,
That's
there's
the
some-
best thing
there's
about
some
that game,
pieces of music
actually.
in that game that are pretty good. I'm gonna tell you this: that game's better than Kid Chameleon.
What?
Or at least Donkey Kong Country 2 is better than Kid Chameleon.
Well, Donkey Kong Country 2 is super good.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country 2 is
It
pretty good.
isn't.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's fucking like platforming levels on pirate ships for the whole game.
Doesn't take much to please you, does it?
Once you put,
It
once
takes
you get,
a very specific thing actually, but they
once you
managed
get-
it.
Once you get Dixie Kong in the mix, the quality of that series goes way up. Well, actually, that's not true.
So
'cause
you like
Donkey-
part 3?
I was gonna say part 3 is trash. Well, once you put Kitty Kong in the mix, then the quality goes way down.
He more than balances it in the other direction.
Yeah. The step up from Donkey to Dixie
I did-
is huge.
I mean,
and then
I
the
did
step
play-
down from Diddy to Kitty is even bigger. You know.
I think 2 is the
Hold
only
on.
one I didn't like do everything in though.
I need to know.
I definitely did for 3.
I need to
Why?
know
What's wrong
now.
with you?
I don't
didn't-
know.
I never finished 3 even when it came out. And it was one of the
I-
few video
that's
games
when I did
got
it.
that year.
So if the step from Donkey to Dixie is great, the step down from Dixie to Kitty is bad. What's your stand on Lanky?
I don't acknowledge the existence of Lanky Kong or any of the
What about
Donkey Kong 64.
what about Funky Kong?
Well, Funky Kong's
Funky
Kong's not playable, man. Also,
Funky Kong-
Oh no, but now
He is in a new mode.
But now he is
New funky mode.
new funky mode.
I'm all for it. Is he voiced by Doc Future?
I don't know.
I know I referenced this
new
like when we were
funky
hanging out a
mode.
couple of weeks ago, but Doc Future does like weird, absurd comedy videos, and one of the ones he did is a Funky Kong ASMR roleplay where he like pretends that you're getting divorced and Funky Kong is talking you through it, and then the end of the video is just him doing literally all of the lines of dialogue that Funky Kong speaks in all of the various games. It is a
ASMR
10-minute
role.
experience, let me tell you.
I'm
ASMR role. Well, so there's 2 ASMR roleplay. Tender and emotionally intelligent Funky Kong
That's the
consoles
first
you
one. That
after
one's
a messy
good. That
divorce.
one's good. Yeah. And then,
ASMR roleplay. Caring and supportive Funky Kong gives you a ride home from the
oh
airport.
no, that's the first one. The other one is the one I'm talking about, but the other one's the first one. They're both very.
Which one do I want to
silly.
watch first?
I mean, you could watch them in order, or you can just skip right to the good one.
Tender and emotionally intelligent.
The one about the divorce is the second one. That's the one I was referencing.
Yeah, that's
the
that
one
one.
where he just ends up at the end, just reads all of the Funky Kong dialogue. There's a really great line in that video that I can't remember what it is now, but it's just before he transitions into the oh fuck, man. I wish I could remember. It's probably been a couple of years since I've seen that video at this point, but
I'm already super into this video.
it's really fucking good. I think I can hear somebody listening to it in the background. I'm just gonna turn this off and then we'll listen to that. It'll be great.
Well, right now I'm actually watching Doc Future's top 10 predictions Back to the Future 2 got dead wrong.
Wait, what'd you say? I was listening to that.
I said,
I need to hit pause.
right now I'm watching Doc Future's top 10 predictions Back to the Future 2 got dead wrong, and it's pretty amazing.
I see how those things work now. They shoot when you touch those blocks. They shoot arrows, which is why I got pushed into the lava before. I think he's most famous for some Sonic videos he made where he plays on easy,
I don't know.
and it was
don't
like
know.
ASMR parody before ASMR was like the most popular thing on YouTube. God. Oh my god, this music is gonna kill me, I think. Oh. I like that their elegant solution for like this trap part of this level was just to put a teleporter down there so you can go back and try again. Yeah, I'm making fun of your level design, Kid Chameleon. What you want? You want to fight about it? Let's go. Alright, I think I'm about done with Kid Chameleon.
Did you beat it?
If you click give up, it just says die, and then Kid Chameleon dies. Yep, that's all 100 plus levels of Kid Chameleon. I gotta be honest, I don't really think Kid Chameleon's all that good.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it gets more. It's unfairly maligned, but it's still not very good.
Yeah.
See, that's what like I said, that's what I was curious about. Was I only came across this when I was too young to know the difference,
Yeah.
and so I've always been curious if it actually held up or not.
Hembo
I mean, held
179
up
wants.
Held up is too strong of a phrase.
Right.
I appreciate-
Hambone179 wants to know if we've played Alex Kidd yet, and the answer to that is no, we haven't. So maybe we have a game for next week.
I have one of the
Yeah,
one of
Alex
the-
Kidd Chameleon.
I have one of the Master Systems Alex Kidd games.
How do you feel about all boss battles being random chance bullshit rock paper scissors?
I was gonna say that's the one with the rock paper scissors boss fights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
can check out one of those at some point. Oh fuck.
Well, there's only one on Genesis.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's
was where the
multiple ones
system
on
ended.
Master System then.
There's like 4 on the Master System.
But yeah, I don't like. I'm just not. The level design in this game is very messy in a way that I don't really enjoy. Like, there's a lot of like gotcha bullshit traps, and there's some cool, like some of the costumes are kind of neat, but I don't really feel like I'm doing anything. Like, it's just a different weapon set for the most part. I guess there's that one that climbs, but even then, it's like playing an old God of War game where you just have to hammer on the button to actually get anything done.
I will say that I like the costume change way better than just like a symbol and a box at the bottom of the screen changes.
Which is, I'm trying to think of what.
Just like any sort of game where you get a power up and that's like your new weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Like
No,
they don't
it's
change
fine.
costumes in Contra.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
right. Threw down
so
the gauntlet.
True.
if I
You know.
compare this to like a Nintendo game that has a lot of costume changes, Little Nemo Dream Master, I'd much rather play that than this.
Yes.
I think that game just has like better level design. I find like the aesthetic in this game is just kind of unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
You know, like. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Chameleons are kind of weird.
This
I
game
mean, that's
also
a pretty
there's
weird
decent
eyes.
Voorhees sprite, though. I will say that.
yeah, it's pretty good. But like this rhinoceros, like the cyber rhino kid thing is just kind of ugly. I don't know. Also, this music is fucking terrible, man. Holy shit. But there's not a lot of honestly, like playing this feels like I'm playing like some really mediocre Mario Maker levels. It's just like there isn't a great deal of flow for the way that the mechanics work together or anything. It just feels like I'm like sort of muddling my way through. But anyway, that's Kid Chameleon. I think you probably pass on Kid Chameleon. Like I would say this is just barely an isn't.
Okay. Sounds good. That's
Also, this
a
thing
pretty
with
reasonable.
like I don't understand this dart trap thing. I understand how it works kind of, but I don't.
Well,
Anyway, did you guys
Let's
listen
just
to
be a
the
lesson
the
for
Funky Kong
what-
ASMR video?
I'm working my way through
I
it
listened
right
to
now.
the first one, but the gum chewing like actually
yeah.
bothered me
Yeah, I
to the
forgot
point
about
where
that.
like it was hard to.
ASMR Funky Kong. That's why the second one is the superior one for sure.
Because there's no gum chewing.
Also, it's tender and emotionally intelligent.
Shrink or know it only way to rebuild yourself in a
Well,
healthy
Eric,
way.
that's what you get for letting me pick the Genesis game.
It took me a long time to learn that after my divorce.
So
I guess it's
we-
really, Joe, it's what you get for not responding immediately.
Examine it.
I guess so.
You gotta be
Trying
quick.
to find the
Go
line.
whackness until it festers. See to
He already,
ignore
like where I am,
whackness
somewhere in the
until
2
it
minute range, he
festers and
says,
eats us alive.
I just want you to know
Sometimes we just try to go around
I am the
it, but
ape that will get you through this script.
That's the line.
Let me
That's
tell you
it. That's
something,
the
dude.
line.
Okay.
I am the ape that will get you through this.
go
script.
through it,
It's pretty good.
process it, break it down, examine it. It's like hopping on Rambi and busting into a bonus level.
I like that. Like,
It's the
like,
only
these
way to
videos
rebuild
are
yourself in a
popular enough
healthy
that
way.
They, like spawned a bunch of.
It took me a
like,
long time to learn
copycat
that after my
things
divorce.
on the YouTube recommended.
I mean, look, I'm
bar
not
has
trying to
bunch of
sound like
them
a
that are
shrink or a
by
know-it-all.
Dr. Which is hilarious.
I'm honestly just here to be a homeboy. You dudes need lives or
Oh
something.
yeah, this music, this fucking
Jungle
music that plays in
Hijinks
the
is the
background
place for that.
when he's doing all the line reads from all the games.
Go to
If you guys see
240. Go to
Candy on your way
248.
out,
248.
He says, "I don't know if it'll
Tell
help.
her.
But my people have a parable about divorce."
you know, I don't know if it'll help,
and
but
then he
my
starts
people,
talking about his barrel that can take
This
him
is,
anywhere.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
and the
parable
whole
about
rest
divorce.
of the video is just him reading all
How's
the
it
lines
goes,
that Funky Kong has in the 3 Donkey Kong Country games.
whoa dudes,
Okay.
Whoa, dudes.
My name's Funky
My
Kong.
name's Funky Kong.
My bodacious jumbo barrel can
My
take you to any
bodacious
point
jumbo
on the
barrel can
island.
take you any place on the island.
You're almost
Most
perfectly
unfortunately,
matching where I am in the video.
He can only
It's
send you
great.
to a place you have already been to.
Unfortunately, it
Which
can
is a
only send
complete
you to
and
place
total
you've
bummer.
already been to, which
Let
is
me
a
tell you.
complete and total bummer. Let me tell you. I'm not really whispering
Yo,
into the
gorillas.
microphone,
Go see Old Man Cranky.
but anyway, that's Kid Chameleon, and also hopefully not
Emotionally
enough of this other
intelligent Funky
popular video to get us flagged or anything. But
Yeah, right.
anyway, that's Kid Chameleon. I say it's just barely and isn't. It's like it's okay. It's interesting, but I'm not really feeling the level design.
Yeah.
And the aesthetic like clashes in a way. I find very pleasant, and that music fucking sucked. So anyway, we'll be back next week with something else.
Bye.
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 I'm the ape that will get you through this scrape.